Yo, what's going on, guys? Frankietrades here, bringing you another new weekly watch list. Looking pretty short this week, especially with the announcements and news calendar that we have going on for this week, and as well as earnings, not too much going on. I know we are getting close to Tech Week, which is pretty exciting. A few weeks away from that with all the big tech stocks that I like to play that are reporting here very soon. But before we dive all deep into that and into the watch list that you guys are waiting for, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We finally hit 800 subs. Almost at 1,000 here, around 200, maybe 190 away from where we're at right now. I think we're at 810. So with that furthermore being said, let's go ahead and dive deep into it. So for the week, we are actually, let's see, Monday we don't have anything. Tuesday we don't have really anything going on either. We have housing starts and permits on 8:30 on Tuesday. FOMC announcement on 2 p.m. Eastern on Wednesday. That's going to be the biggest one, with Jerome Powell talking 30 minutes after that. Jobless claims, existing home sales, leading indicators all around 10, somewhere at 8:30. Okay. And then PMI composite flash 15 minutes into the market on Friday. So pretty busy week starting from Wednesday. It looks like Monday and Tuesday not too much going on. Looks like what I could expect is a lot of choppiness in the market, a lot of indecision, just because of all the announcement and news we have pending, especially with FOMC announcements here coming very soon this week. But with that being said, we're going to be playing conservative this week. Not going to be looking for too much, not going to be playing too aggressive, just because of where we're at with the market, and I'll show you guys where we're at on that. So the only thing I really have going on right now is with NQ. If you guys put this on the daily time frame, which is what this is on right now, it's honestly just kind of stuck in a big range, and it can't seem to get out from anywhere. So the first area I'll be looking at is 15,700 to the upside. After that, I'll be looking at 15,900 and then 16,000 to see if we get any breakouts on that. To the downside, I'm not really interested in anything on this till we get down to 15,000 with that daily trend line that you guys see on your screen. So I mean, really, besides that, there really isn't going too much going on NQ. Going to be playing really conservative, like I said. So, and kind of the same story with ES, if I'm not mistaken here. Yeah, ES on the daily chart here, you guys can see that we actually have a gap from when the quad witching we had on Friday, with the index expiring, ended up gapping up because the future indexes are always going to be a little bit more ahead. So we have this gap on it. So the first thing I am watching is the gap start on it at 44.94. After that, 44.90, then 44.80 with this 4-hour trend line that you guys see on the screen right now. And then after that, 44.70. So those are the areas I'm looking on ES, obviously more targeted towards the downside than NQ. But like I said, this isn't what I'm expecting for the week. This is what I have charted in front of me and what I'm looking to see if the market comes down and tests these levels, and kind of complement it with the stocks that I'm looking to play with. So, but with that more being said, I know the part that you guys are excited about the most is the weekly watch list. So first things first on my main watch list is Tesla. Tesla is really not too much going on. It is a little bit far away, but we all know how Tesla can move pre-market and over the weekend. This could gap up, this could gap down, it could just stay where it's at. You never know. So the first thing I am watching is 279 here, which is the most recent high it made recently, and then after that 280. You could make an argument to play 278. Not too interested. Like I said, I'm going to be sticking to the A+ setups, and I think the most A+ setup that this can be for me is waiting for 279 as an entry and writing that into 280 to see if there's any momentum around there. So that is about it for Tesla. No trend lines, no nothing on that. The really interesting one that I'm actually pretty excited for is Apple. The problem with it, or I guess the only problem that I see with this, is if the market happens to gap down, Apple will probably just gap down with it come tomorrow morning on Monday. So we won't have really that much time to really take advantage of this setup, because it'll probably just gap down with it. But if we don't, I'm going to be looking for some weakness at around 174. If it's ahead of the market, I might consider 174 as a possible entry. Even though it has been pretty choppy there, you can see that there have been some heavy buys around that area. But if the market happens to gap up and Apple stay weak, 174 might be the early entry that I might have to take on that. But if it's just kind of moving along with plan and, not looking to take anything too risky, might be looking at 173.50 as the entry and then 173 as the target. Not that big of a target, and it doesn't seem like a lot, but on Apple, 50-cent moves can pay 10 to 20% at times, depending on how the contracts are moving that morning. So I'm going to be looking to play it that way. pretty excited with that setup. It's just a consolidation and hold above 174, so I'm just looking for that to break. So next up is, or actually the last two stocks, actually, like I said, not too much going on this week, is AMD and BABA. But we're going to go into AMD first. AMD not looking at anything too crazy. It did move down a lot on Friday because of NVIDIA. Obviously, if NVIDIA does something, AMD kind of correlates with it most of the time. But I'm going to be looking at 100, and then after that, 99.52, and then my target on that will be 99. This is only going to happen if the stock happens to be weak. If it's not, I'm going to be cutting it out of my watch list for the morning and just ignore it. It's not worth it for me trying to catch AMD, especially with how crazy it can wick. It's the same story as NVIDIA. So you really want to be selective in these kinds of plays, especially with where we're at in the market. So next up is BABA, and actually the last stock. We do have a 1 hour trend line here. Like I said, these are all side watches for a reason because there's a lot of things that can get in the way. It's too close. But realistically on BABA, I am looking at this 1 hour trend line to see how well we can hold below this on Monday, or at least this week. But the ideal entry for this for me will be at 86.80 here at the low it made on Friday. After that, we have a gap starting from 86.63 and it ends all the way at 83.95. So around a $2 to $3 gap. I'm looking to take the entry at the low and see if it's weak ahead of the market. It's hard to tell with BABA because it's part of the New York Stock Exchange. So you really got to be able to pay attention to the level 2, the tape and volume, and kind of really get a good digestion of what's going on with its price action. So that's how I'm going to be looking to play BABA. So entry at 86.80 if it's weak. If not, I'm going to be looking to play it safe around the gap start and take that all the way down to 86. Lots of room on the gap, but like I said, I'm looking for the short moves. I'm going to be taking advantage of what's going on with all the announcements going on for this week and play it as safe as possible for myself at least. So, but with that being said, guys, that is pretty much it for the watch list. Like I said, not too much going on. So I'm going to be looking to play it pretty safe. So I'm not going to be looking to expand too much if the setup isn't there or if it's not worth it. So, but we always have setups developed during the morning and the day, depending on how strong the week they are. So things could always change. But if you guys want me to update you through Twitter or my Instagram with charts, let me know. I'm more than happy to do that. If this video happens to get 30 likes in 24 hours, then I'll consider it for you guys. So don't smash that like button. Don't forget about that. But with that more being said, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Like I said, we're around 199 subs, or not 199, sorry, 190 subs away from that sweet 1,000, so we can start getting some monetization on the channel, you know. So hoping to get that soon by the end of 2023. That has been a goal of mine. I've been grinding YouTube all year, so let's go ahead and keep going at it, guys. So, and anything you're doing in life right now, or even plan for the future, just keep going hard, you know. Keep the consistency up, keep the discipline up. Discipline's always going to be the biggest one. Motivation comes second, in my opinion. Motivation helps keep that discipline up. So with that more being said, guys, hope you guys enjoy that, and hope you guys play the week safe. So peace.